What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Tastemakers Palette here to bring you another review. Hope that you are all well. It's been a minute since I posted, and I'm glad to be back to bring you some more content. Got some more content following, got a few things coming in because of the holidays, and looking forward to sharing. But today's review is about a fairly new urban brand based out of NYC. Awake New York. Awake New York is kind of the brand that the baton was passed to, that is holding the torch for New York City streetwear and streetwear in general, in my opinion, in terms of their ingenuity and their take and angle on urban wear. Great brand, captures the diverse aesthetic of New York City. New York City is a style mecca, a fashion mecca, and there are just so many. New York is the type of place where, if you have a specific style, it's the place where you see how many different ways something could be done, and you begin incorporating different ideas into your style because of because of the influences that you get. There's just so many different styles out of New York. And again, Awake does an excellent job of capturing just that diverse kind of feel. So I picked up a few basic pieces, but in doing my research on the brand and looking at the site and that type of thing, I noticed all of the wonderful garments that they have. They're a full scale brand. Shirts, jackets. They've really got some nice jackets. They now have a collab with New Era for the NBA, so they have kind of like an old school feel hat and t-shirt drop that's out now. That's really nice. Of your NBA teams. And they've had some collabs in the past. They've had some collabs with Asics. They've got the Classics Asics gel. They've got an awake version there. They have some awake fitteds, some New York Yankee fitteds that have come out in the past. They've got quite the track record. They've been doing it since 2012. I believe the creative designer CEO came from Supreme. Correct me if I'm wrong, or my folks who follow and know, what's going on. But if I'm not mistaken, I think he does have some experiences in Supreme. But again, it's just that brand that's carrying the torch. And, I say that because a lot of my style is rooted in streetwear. And, there was a time where streetwear was everything that I wore. And I would have to say, when I look back, there's so many brands to mention. And some brands are, they're based on locality. But there's just so many brands out there. But the two brands that I really wore the most in my 20s, I wore a lot of Academics, and this is before Academics got sold. This is when it was like Academics Genius. A lot of New York City rappers were wearing them at the time, and you'd see them styled all over TV and that type of thing. But Academics was the truth, and Academics, the one of the founders went on to found PRPS. That's a little point in fact there. But Academics was one, and Anichi. But those were two staples. But man, let me tell you, I've run through, everything from your Echoes, 555 Soul. I don't know, man. It's just way too many to name. Sean John was kind of like that hybrid of street and casual. He was the one who kind of broke the mold there. Puff with Sean John. Gosh, how many? You could go back in time. You go to Maurice Malone, Walker Ware, D-Lo. As I mentioned, some locality based. I remember Miskeen. They were like, I think a lot of like Maryland, DC cats were wearing Miskeen, those shirts and then they had the shirts with the poems on them, and then you had like Data from the West Coast. Obviously you got your Stussy or Stussy's rather. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on and on. I guarantee I'm missing some. Throw your favorites in the comments, guys. And you know, I guarantee I've toyed around with them. You know, rappers and their brands. Freaking Outkast had a brand at one point. Jay-Z. You know, with Rockaware, Paper Planes, all these different things. But I would waste the whole video just going through urban brands, but they definitely you know, were outlets of fashionable expression for me. And Awake is definitely a spearhead in the game right now. And to me, they are one of the brands that stand out as not being, you know, you can't just categorize them as just an urban brand. So check them out if you get a chance, awakenewyork.com. Look at the full line. I'm only going to bring you a hat and 2 t-shirts. I just wanted to shout the brand out and show what I had from them. But in the near future, I'll get some more advanced pieces and show them off. But let's take a look at the first piece. I got the hat on my head now. And this is their Awake Trucker. Chrome logo. And if you guys can't read that, it says Awake. But just a standard trucker hat. Has a little Awake tab that says Awake on the back strap, which is pretty cool. And again, just a standard trucker, but something stood out to me, like this chrome font or this chrome typography or whatever you want to call it. It stood out because I remember when I was growing up, like in the 80s, TV shows, cartoons, like when they would come on, the names of the show would flash across the screen in some, you know, for some shows like this. I wish I could remember exactly which show so I could give a better example, but it just has kind of it's a cool aesthetic and it's also nostalgic. So I appreciated that font there. And let me show you the 2 tees I got. These are hot off the presses. Just got these from Essence.com. Essence has they're starting their sale, guys. So start looking and it gets deeper and deeper. They're at 60, they'll go as far as 70. But let's take a look at the tees that I got from Essence. All right, so fresh out the bag, man. So here is the Langston Hughes tee, all right? So Langston Hughes, Black poet. I believe he's pre-civil rights. I don't know. This is where it's important to know your history, guys. I am guilty for not knowing timelines and such, but Dr. Langston Hughes, who, wow, one of the most notable, get this tag out of his face, one of the most notable Black poets and writers of our time. And here he is captured on his t-shirt. And this is a statement piece. This is also a show of kind of the social angle that the brand approaches their ideas from. You know, just having a t-shirt with Langston Hughes on it. Now we've got the design here, great design, portrait of Langston with some of his work on the back. Dare by Langston Hughes. This is a poem, his signature there. Really love that, dig that. The wonderful thing about this is that the t-shirt is high quality. This is the tag here, so it's not like it's like sewn in. And here's the tag here. It's very heavy tee. So this is not, you know, this is not like a flimsy, weak tee. So we got that. And now let's check out. I told you I love that chrome design, so I had to get that. Let's take a look at that. All right, so here we have it. Same thing as the hat. Awake and chrome logo. Nothing much to that, but just had to get that. I got some dope shorts and stuff that'll go with this, and you know, I'm already getting ready for the summertime. I did a lot of plain John Elliott tees this summer because I was kind of not feeling like being a billboard. But you know, I'm a big graphic tee guy because, as I mentioned, I come from the school of urban gear. So so yeah, just wanted to bring that simple review to you guys. Check Awake New York out. I know I have a lot of viewers from all over, but I think that, you know, the pieces that they make are intelligent, and I think that it's not, they don't produce from a boxed in mindset of a local brand. And I think there's much to appreciate from the brand. So give it a shot, give it a check out. You know, I am, you know, none of my reviews are sponsored or anything. This is all for the love, and this is all my own personal taste. So so yeah, check it out, guys. All right, well, again, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys. More videos to come. Keep doing what you're doing in style. Be positive. Stay safe out here. Happy holidays. Peace. One love. Tastemakers out.